it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and I have a Color Rush Studio design team layout for you. So I am using the November Holly Jolly kits, but I am also using the Bright and Bold paper pad. I think that's what it's called. Let me look it up. Hold on. It is called the Bold and Basic. This one actually is from the number 2, which I just saw was sold out. But the Bold and Basic one is still available, and they have amazing pre-made mixed media backgrounds for you. It's cool because one side's black and white and one side is color. So the back of this one has some black and white stars on it. So I trimmed it down and I am matting it on this plaid paper, which I do think is one of my favorite papers in this collection. I think that I have used it on at least 3 of my layouts. Yeah, because it's just super cute. So I went ahead and roughed up the edges. And then I am going to, there I was showing you the back and I was like, oh, I can't get rid of those strips. Look at how cool those are. So speaking of strips, I am going to do some strips on the left-hand side, but I am going to actually start with one of the cut files from this month, one of the frames, and I measured it so that it would fit over this 4x6 photo and see if it's perfectly, which is so exciting. And I'm just going to put a little adhesive down, and then I am actually going to back it with some tulle as well, and I will pop it up on some fun foam. So I hope my video is not glitching for you, because it seems to be glitching for this voiceover. It's like I'm doing things twice. So I will check it at the very end to make sure that that's not really what's happening. So I am going to do this kind of, I was thinking an L-shaped design at first. With this Mary, Mary, Mary to be the base where my photo can sit on. Bring in a little bit more of that red, because this photo has quite a bit of red in it as well. So I really did want to bring that red aspect, and that was why I went with this background paper from the shop. And then, like I said, I was thinking about bringing in this Mary, Mary, Mary paper, but I don't end up doing that. I just decided it was too much, and I liked the pale colors, but then that pop of the mixed media in the background, and the red Mary Mary paper, it just wasn't doing it for me. So I'm going to take a couple of strips of this paper. I love how it's kind of designed where you can fussy cut them out, or you can cut them in strips. So I'm going to cut them in strips, and then I have one tiny little piece of that striped paper with the gold stars that I absolutely love. And I am going to put that in the center of those 2 papers. So even though those are the same paper, it totally looks like 2 different strips. So I went ahead and tore the top and bottom of all of those strips, and I'm going to rough up the outside edges, not the inside edges. I want to keep that fairly flat because at this point I'm not quite sure how I am going to decorate anything. So I figure the best I could do is to kind of keep them right there and a little bit flat until I know otherwise. I can always go in usually with my fingernails and rough them up. I do rough up the center one, but not a ton. It doesn't give it a ton of dimension like the roughness that I did on the other 2. So when I put this down, I realized that it said Ollie Ollie because you couldn't see that it said Holly Jolly. So I needed to move that over, even though Ollie Ollie is kind of funny. I don't think it really goes with the photo, but that's okay. I am going to use this Fa La La acrylic piece as my title, and I want it to run down the side of my frame. I'm going to put one of those cute little nutcracker die cuts next to it. Here is where I am going to pop that photo up with some fun foam and add the last bit of tulle that came in the kit. It kind of got buried through the month, and so I kind of forgot about it, and I cleaned my desk a little bit, and I found out I was like, oh my gosh. So I was really happy to find it before I made this final layout. So all of the tulle is used up. I will have a layout share at the end of the month with all of the layouts and what I have left over. So now I am going to kind of decide on some clusters. So I'm not really sure. I really feel like I want a cluster down here at the bottom, but I'm just not finding the pieces that I want. So I'm digging through what I have left. I go through everything. I think I'm going to try this Merry Christmas piece. I couldn't get it to make sense anywhere, so I try it all kinds of places and doesn't make it anywhere, but I will definitely save it. Then I found this piece of paper and I was like, yes, that's what I want to do. So I went and fussy cut out these presents, and I fussy cut even the side ones. So this one was on the bottom and they're all cut off, but it's fine because they fit perfectly on top of the photo. And then these were cut off on the side, but they fit fine because I tucked them right in. So when you are doing your fussy cutting, don't ignore the ones that are around the edge, because you can still use them. Inevitably, there's somewhere that you can tuck them. So take advantage of that and have extra embellishments. So I have a couple of large bundles of presents that I fussy cut. So I'm going to put one of those down at the bottom, which is going to move my title up a little bit. Also have a couple of smaller presents that I have. And then I have two of the flares from Scrap and Happy Studio that I want to get on here. And so they get moved around quite a bit, actually. So I start gluing everything down, and I really want to, this is my last acrylic piece. I decide he needs to go here by the presents. So the little car is going to go up top, and the Holly Jolly is going to come back down on the presents where it was initially. And I believe that is going to do it for this layout. I just finished it off with some splatters of the Distress Spritz in Fossilized Amber, which looks gold. It looks completely gold. So that adds to the little gold that you have in the stripe paper and on the presents. It was just the last little bit of touch that it needed. So that is going to do it for my layouts for this month. Like I said, stay tuned and I'll do a layout share and my leftovers. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. Definitely head over to the shop, get your hands on these kits. Kits come with the cut files that you can cut out on your own machine, which is awesome. And then you can use them forever. And then you can see what everybody else is making in the Facebook group. And when you're shopping, use my code Crystal10 and that'll save you 10%. So if you have any questions, please leave them down below. I love to chat with you. Definitely get these basic and bold papers because they are awesome. So remember to wear your crown. We'll see you later. Bye.